Hey, what's up everybody? It's Kellen here from Start Your Systems, and welcome to a little bit of first look video of the Monster Energy Supercross 5 official video game. Did a little bit of a reveal event that you guys may have seen some of the footage of that on Monster Energy Supercross's YouTube page or Milestone Team's YouTube page, where Daniel Blair, Ricky Carmichael called a race that myself, AK33MX, Kimmy's in, one of the developers of the game, and of course Wyndham151 all participated in. So we'll dive into that, and I wanted to kind of share my perspective of that race and kind of the gameplay of that in a second. But I kind of wanted to just show you guys some of the gameplay at first. This is from our test race for that reveal, so you're going to get a little lap here and see what it looks like, and then we'll dive into the race and talk about it. All right, so there you saw a little bit of the gameplay, and now we're going to talk about this reveal event race that we did, and I'm going to talk you through my race and some of the gameplay aspects of it, as I mentioned. So again, it was myself, AK33MX, Kimmy's in, the Ace No Flame developer, and Wyndham151, and we did a short race length with standard physics on, so anybody could have done advanced or standard. I'm pretty sure I went advanced with this. We did it a couple weeks ago, so it's been a little while. And I was the only one riding on like a custom skin. Everybody chose official riders. I just felt like it was kind of cooler to do a little custom skin and show off a little bit more of the features of the game. Obviously some new Fox gear and some glowing stuff. That's kind of cool there. But we'll talk about the kind of, physics of it, talk about some of the features of it that they announced in the reveal today, and just have a little bit of fun talking about this race. It was a lot of fun to be a part of. Honestly, it's one of the more funner reveal event races that I ever got to do. Right off the gate here, I didn't get the best launch, and I forget who's right to my right side. It was Wyndham right there, and then AK is going to beat us out of the corner, but I let him kind of dive deep, and I just tucked up the inside. I thought it was going to come out pretty good, but then I got the first jump a little bit wrong here. So these guys all drifted wide off the first jump, and I just went down the inside and took the lead, and I was pretty stoked on this. Honestly, like, going up against AK and Kimmy's in, there were two guys that raced in the ESX finals, so I thought I was going to get absolutely worked by them, to be honest. Like, I thought they were going to smoke me at this game. I feel like I'm pretty decent at Monster Energy Supercross video games, but those guys are maybe a little bit of a different level because they're, playing it competitively. So to get into the lead and early, I felt pretty comfortable. As you can see with the physics of the game a little bit, it's very similar to Supercross 4. The whips, the scrubs, everything is pretty much all the same. There's a cool new feature that they added to the game this year where if you mess up a rhythm section, you can actually get like a little bit of a boost so that you'll boost forward in a rhythm section and gain a little bit of that time back that you maybe lost by casing a jump or whatever. It's not like a boost that you push, it's just part of like like MX vs. ATV Reflex had it too, where it was called rhythm racing, where you got off rhythm and it was easier to get back to rhythm because they had this, kind of the way the acceleration worked. I always thought that should be included in this game anyway. Like, the acceleration of these games are a little bit wonky to me, where in real life, if you mess up a rhythm section, it's pretty easy to roll, double, triple pretty quickly after that. It's very difficult in the Monster Energy Supercross games for a while, so they fixed that up a little bit. This track that we did here, Indy 1, was a pretty good track, I feel like, to show off, the game, just because it's pretty well built. There's not too many crazy rhythm sections, and I was doing an alternate line right here. I was going 2-3-2. Some guys are going 2-2-3. I don't know if that's how they were catching me or not, but yeah, a couple laps in, I'm feeling pretty good about myself here. I started doing this jump off of the top of the tunnel because I realized these guys were jumping all the way to the corner. A little unrealistic, but I was just trying to, actually kind of have a fair race and not just do it, uber realistic and downside the tunnel jump every lap. So felt good about it. The whoops are still kind of the same thing, where, you get on the back wheel, shift into third or fourth gear, and eventually to fifth in a longer set, and it's kind of too easy, I think, maybe to carry speed in the whoops, but they've tried to tone it back a little bit. The wheelie glitch that you can do in them is always been a little bit too much, and then the wheelie glitch for jumping and scrubbing the faces of jumps, I guess it's called the wheelie scrub, some people call it. that actually feels a little bit toned back this year. It doesn't seem like you can really carry wheelies into jump faces as easy, though I've never been as good at it, so maybe it is still possible. But Kimmy and AK would be two guys that would be incredible at it if they could do it. So yeah, they were not able to do it most of this race. This is my big mistake right here. I was already starting to lose time to Ace No Flame, who's the developer, and messed up that rhythm section bad, but I felt like I recovered well right here. I was able to actually open up a little bit of a gap. Ace No Flame, AK, and Kimmy started racing each other a little bit. We were dropping Wyndham at this point of the race, and was just trying to hold on to the lead group as long as I could. I really felt like once they got by me, they were going to blow away from me. But yeah, at this point of the race, I just felt nice to be in the lead still, and getting a little bit nervous, I guess, having them push up behind me, but I was more just trying to stay focused on kind of hitting my marks, and I felt like I was doing a pretty good job of it. They started battling each other, like I said, so I opened up a bit of a gap, but I also couldn't get this rhythm section down clean every lap in the back right here, going over this tunnel and through this corner. I just felt like some laps I'd hit it and would almost quad, and some I'd hit it in case the triple on, like you saw the lap before. So recovered nicely, but they slowly started working back to me. I forget who had the best lap. I might show it at the end here, but somebody had a 48, and I was just running mid 49s, low 49s every once in a while, but someone was in the 48s, so they were definitely going faster than me. I wasn't the fastest guy even racing. So to lead as long as I did, I was pretty stoked about it, just trying to hold on. And now AK starts catching me again. So he finished third in the SX4 ESX tournament, so very, very talented gamer, and started putting the pressure on me here, and I blew the rhythm section right here, so he's going to go to the outside. And I could have ran him a little bit wider right there, honestly, but I was just trying to play it fair, not really push the envelope too much, and you know, send someone off the track just for this kind of little reveal event. Was trying to have fun with it. So he goes by me there. I tried to latch onto him, but I was pretty sure I was going to lose him. And then Ace No Flame, the developer, comes down the inside and makes a pass to me right here. But I felt like I read this whole situation great. So they start battling with each other. They make contact going over the finish line jump right here. So I go to the outside, just miss hitting AK. And then right here, I'm going to square off Ace No Flame, cut down out of the berm real early, come up alongside of him, but I'm on the outside again, so I got to do this exact same thing, square off the corner. But as I do it, bam, there's AK, so I run into the side of him and lose pretty much all momentum that I had. I lost just a lot of time in that little sequence. Felt like I'd read it pretty well, but I didn't realize AK was still that close coming into that corner. If I did, maybe I would have stayed high and tried to, you know, keep it on a little bit longer and stick with Ace No Flame to the outside instead of cut underneath and pull back up alongside. So from this point, it's kind of us three battling. I thought I was going to jump off the track right there. It was pretty close. And AK starts reeling Ace No Flame in a little bit. So you can see they're starting to do the wheelie scrub just a little bit. AK messes it up a couple times right here. And at this point, so Ace No Flame, he's a developer of the game. He's obviously been playing it for the last 5-6 months, developing it. Myself, AK, Kimmy, and Wyndham all got the game the day before this race. So we didn't really get a chance to dial much of the game in that much. Or we didn't really know what track we were going to do up until like right before the event. So a lot of us were kind of just, I think, probably a little bit behind the 8 ball compared to him. And I thought AK did a pretty good job to actually almost run him down here on the last lap, but he's going to make a little mistake coming up on the Supercross triple and allow me to get back up into position to battle for second. So he's going to land, I think, yeah, he just lands in the tough blocks, which I almost did many times. It's a very easy mistake to make in this game. So I get back around him, and I thought I was going to have second on lock, but I always, you know, these guys are so much better than me in the rhythm sections at staying low. So he pulls up alongside of me. I know he's tripling to the inside right here, so I break early, cut back underneath, and again, I felt like I read that pretty well. So cut underneath, get into second place, and that's where I'd finish in this event. I thought it was a fun race. Like, it was a good close battle. We were all pretty much the same speed, I felt like. Again, 48.8 for Ace No Flame, 48.6 AK, so those guys are just going faster than me. It's just, you know, the straight up reality of it. But yeah, it was a good battle, good fun race, and a cool event to kind of kick it off, do something a little bit different where we race a developer and the ESX guys a little bit. So kind of saw a different flair of, you know, content creation with myself and Wyndham, the ESX guys who are guys that put a lot of time into the game, and then Ace No Flame, who's a developer of the game, and see how he plays it and how he attacks the track. But a fun event to be a part of, and just cool that, you know, Milestone let us in and showed off a little bit of the gameplay for you guys. So let us know what you think. Let me know what you think about the gameplay. Let me know what you think about that race, whether or not it was a cool race, and hearing my perspective. And we're going to have a lot more Supercross 5 content coming soon, because we're going to be able to drop some more footage in, you know, career mode and futures, which is part of the game, track editor, show off the customization aspects and all the other things that are part of the game. Of course, coming March 17th, 2022 to next gen and current gen platforms, as well as PC. So yeah, a lot of fun to be had, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and watching along with my perspective of the Supercross 5 reveal event. If you guys have any more questions, please feel free to ask them in the comment section below. But other than that, I'll send you guys on your way, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. So long for now.